Agent Carter, report to the engineering wing. William Carter to the engineering wing.
Welcome back, DigiPeeps. We're playing Bureau, and it's been a few days since I did my last recording back, so I'm a little bit not sure where we were at, but we're here at XCOM HQ. We've just been summoned to the engineering, which I don't even remember what the buttons were. Okay, what do we got? Engineering is yellow. This one.
Attention all personnel. We have received unconfirmed reports that the outsiders have made Savannah, Georgia a primary target. Damage is said to be near total. Updates will follow when we receive confirmation. End report.
Carter, join me.
Okay.
I don't like it when my agents go off the rails, Carter. Never ignore my orders again. You're lucky things turned out as well as they did with Dr. Weir's rescue. But look at this time. I understand the situation is getting to you.
Weaver tell you that? Or you just figured it out on your own?
I need to know I can trust you, Carter. I took a big risk including you in this operation. And I'm about to take another.
What are you talking about?
Taking the fight to the enemy. Not just surviving this war. Winning it.
And how exactly are we gonna do that?
With this.
Ooh. Is that a UFO? It is.
It's impressive. I'll give you that. But they have an entire fleet. What makes you think it'll turn the tide?
You only need one bullet to take down a target. If you know where to shoot.
We need to locate their command center.
And we have a captive spy who just might be able to tell you. If you know the right way to ask him.
What do we know about the infiltrator?
We've been running a barrage of tests on it. Preliminary interrogation, medical checks. The boys in the lab even took a look at the devices implanted in him.
Find anything useful?
We don't even know his name. Or if his kind even have names. But we have reason to believe he'll be more responsive now.
What happened? Lock him in solitary for a couple weeks?
You might be closer than you think. In a recent examination, our surgeons removed this from his head. We think it's some kind of communication device.
He was bugged?
We're not sure. Weir thinks it was his connection to Mosaic.
That's their communication network.
According to Dr. Weir, yes. Whatever it is, ever since we removed this thing, the infiltrator's been less aggressive, more morose.
Interesting.
Less aggressive.
How do we know we can take them out in one strike?
Weir's been studying their transmissions, and he believes they're coming from a single source.
That's this Mosaic thing they talk about?
Yes. The doctor says his measurements prove that it's some sort of central command, possibly even a single being. And if our tests are correct, it is indeed more than just some sort of radio network.
How so?
After studying the infiltrator's implants and physiology, we believe it connects directly to the minds of the outsiders.
So if we take out Mosaic's core, we shut down every outsider on this planet.
That's the idea. But we need to know more.
That's an impressive flying saucer you've built.
Actually, the Air Force was already toying with a prototype like this. Our German associate just made a few modifications, including everything we could steal from the outsiders.
How does it handle?
When it's finished, it'll be faster and more maneuverable than anything in the skies.
Can it get through those Venn gates of theirs?
That's what we need you to find out.
I'll see what I can get out of the infiltrator.
Good. We've got him in a containment center in the lab, built especially for him.
Got his own luxury suite, huh? That ought to soften him up.
Don't count on it.
How gentle do I need to be?
Just be careful. He's the only captive we have.
So in other words, don't kill him. Fair enough.
What sort of aliens built this? So it can move in any direction? Like a
Shut it down! Shut it down before it blows! No, wait! We need to test the threshold!
Yes, we really should see when it explodes.
Are you too crazy? Shut it down!
Did you see that lift?
Deliver immediately and file in a secure envelope. Too many rumors about Project Avenger have been leaked out. I know the team needs to know what we have, that we have a positive way of striking back the enemy, but we cannot afford the risk of knowledge reaching the infiltrator.
Never before have I seen it equal.
Sure, if you don't mind your crew splattered all over the walls.
Of course, of course. But that is why we do this radio control test beforehand, yeah?
There's no way you get me in one of those flying saucers until you work out the eject system.
Nonsense. If we are careful and precise in our work, we will have no need of ejection systems.
We might not need one, but I'm the one who's gonna be piloting that thing.
I still don't understand why you don't want us to design weaponry for this new craft. Yes, we have a very promising prototype.
No!
9.
Righto. So no weapons on it. That's a little unfortunate. Okay, where are we going? Somewhere around here I had a button that shows my objectives. I don't remember what one it was. Oh, that's not it.
Attention all personnel. We have received confirmation
serious.
from outside
We're down
response
here, locked up for
Though the
interrogation.
details of the attack remain
One
sparse.
place we know is safe.
We will provide
Just
more
making
information
everything
as it becomes
operational.
available.
Possibly
They
get
got
more.
for an alien in here.
Well, to be fair,
Here you're gonna have a word with you know who. Give him a shiner for me, will ya?
Shiner. Right. I'm gonna get my punch on with the alien. Detainment report infiltrator. Enemy infiltrator. Subject is to receive double guard at all times and visitors are not authorized without director level permission, and even then only under strict observation. Although subject has not demonstrated any ability to cloak since its surgery, subject is still considered a high escape risk. Similarly, despite marked decrease in aggression since surgery, subject is considered extremely dangerous. Although the infiltrator is technically considered a prisoner of war, the outsiders are not a known signatory of the Geneva Convention. As such, the standard POW protections are not extended to it. Sounds fun. Okay, do I go this way or this way? Go this way. Can I go? Yes, I can. There he is.
Infiltrator's right inside, Agent Carter. If you need anything, just ask.
So I will in a moment, guys. I'm just going to read these things. Outside of biological examination, Dr. Dresner, there are findings outside of biopsies. I should call out a few of the more interesting findings which will be useful for your own research. The outsider's biology is largely similar to our own. Carbon-based, bipedal, vertebrate, all that. They appear to eat crap, breathe, bleed, and die like us. Many appear to have major modifications to their circulatory, nervous, respiratory, skeletal, and muscular systems. Appear to be synthetic additions, but the implementation method is far too thorough and precise for any surgery we've seen. On death, these modifications overheat rapidly, consuming themselves and their host. Careful surgery can prevent this, but it's very difficult and dangerous. Surgeon Kirkhope received several blisters on the fingers of his scalpel hand. Thank you very much. I trust there's enough information to work with. My staff can return to treating injured humans and studying the affected sleepwalkers. If you require more data, you are cordially invited to perform your own goddamn research. That's very rude, isn't it? Guys, why is there a busted containment container in here? I don't appreciate it.
I think I would like that, Mr. Falk. I think I would like that very much.
You are Dr. Heinrich Dresner, correct?
Yeah, Mr. Falk.
And do you understand why I am interviewing you today?
Officially or unofficially?
None of this will be in the final records of your immigration. Officially, our commitments at Yalta mean we must turn you away.
And yet, here we both are.
Yes, well, we can't risk losing a mind like yours to the Soviets, now can we?
You need not worry about that, sir. There is a reason I surrendered to your soldiers, or not to Stalin's.
What reason is that?
I do not like their cold winters.
Very funny. Regardless, we need to talk about your past affiliations.
What is there to say? What was done was terrible, wasteful, inhuman. I have regrets, but I had no part in that. No way to prevent it.
have a family to support. Also, I feared my once great nation would turn to the Communist Party.
So you supported the alternative?
Only at first. By the time I saw what they truly were, it was too late to escape. I'm a scientist, Mr. Falk. I understand physics, fluid dynamics, chemical reactions. But I cannot see the future. I cannot predict the horrors of my fellow man.
We can't offer you atonement, Doctor. But we can offer you a chance to use your skills to help people.
Sounds ominous. Alright, let's go and talk to this boy.
Officer, you're new here, aren't you?
Yes, sir. They rescued me up from outside Louisville.
I trust they've made it clear how important your duties are to the survival of this base.
Yes, sir. Very clear, sir. And the survival of this base means the survival of this nation. Possibly the entire planet.
That's right. Now tell me, you noticed anything odd since you came here?
Apart from us barely having free time or being allowed to go topside?
That's not unusual for lockdown.
No, I guess not. I'm still getting used to the new mission, sir.
Well, you'll get used to it soon enough. And stop calling me sir, would you?
Yes? Yes, Agent Carter.
How's the infiltrator?
The containment room was designed to act as both a brig and a lab, so he's well contained. Not that he's been trying to get out.
You think he's planning something?
Can't say for sure. Any other prisoner, yeah, but since they removed that controller thing from his head,
I love the way his helmet's
he's been a
still
different
when his
man.
head moves.
Or I guess I should say, different creature.
How much do you trust Falk?
I trust him with my life, sir. After all, if it weren't for him and his teams, I'd still be out there.
You said you were rescued from outside Louisville?
Yes, sir. Fort Knox in particular. Agent De Silva and his team were recovering something from high-value storage. And I thought they were looters.
That could have gone poorly.
Not really. I don't know about you, but I ask questions before I start shooting. They were only too happy to bring me back, once they were certain I was human.
How exactly did they prove that?
Just like checking for Reds. Sing the Star Spangled Banner, ask what happened in the most recent episode of Captain Thunderclap, and so on and so on.
That's all.
Thank you, sir. Good luck.
Sure. Sounds like that'd work. Oh,
I see you gave up on the disguise. Done playing dress-up?
This one can no longer hide. Those systems were corrupted by your scientists.
Yeah. Gloat all you want about your superior technology, while we've got you tied to a chair with a rope.
You want revenge for your fellow warrior. Go ahead and take it. Nothing you do will stop the Zujari.
We're gonna pay a visit to your home, and you're gonna help us get there.
A counter-invasion. Ha! The more you resist Mosaic, the more you will bring death to your world. You think you have seen our strength? This is just an expeditionary force preparing the way for our armies. We will destroy you.
We'll see about that.
It's simple. You will join our empire or you will die. For us, there are no other choices.
Our whitecoats
Let's start
say
with
there's
some
been a change in your attitude ever since they yanked this device out of your head. I want to know what the hell it is.
It is many things. A shield, a beacon, our focus. It is Mosaic. Without it, we are... I am alone, unsure, impure of thought.
What exactly is Mosaic?
You would think of it as a broadcast, a network. Each of us are connected to it. It unites us.
It's how you receive your orders.
Our orders, our faith. Mosaic delivers truth, or perhaps what Origin decides is the truth.
Why don't you just do yourself a favor? Just talk straight to me, and tell me about this Origin. Maybe we can help you.
You are more civilized than would be expected for such divided creatures. It is not a weakness. Nothing is as I thought. Nothing is as Origin told us.
Listen,
'cause Origin's
I'm
lying.
fighting for the survival of my entire race here. Give me something to work with, or you'll find out what I'm willing to do for my world.
You have already seen what we are willing to do for our own dying world. What Origin has forced us to do for our world. Forced me to do to other worlds.
You don't have to let Origin control you. Tell us how to stop him and you can be free. We can destroy Mosaic. You can all be free.
Yes, but Mosaic cannot be destroyed. Mosaic is not a single place, not a solid thing. And soon it will consume your people as it has so many. As it did mine.
Fine. Tell him where we are.
This is a foolish decision. Mosaic will know our location immediately. Origin will see that you all die.
They'll come finish off XCOM, you'll return a hero. Go on. Join the inevitable.
No, I cannot go back. Not anymore.
Then help us fight it. If we win, we can find a way to help the rest of your people.
Very well, William Carter. You win. To survive the crossing, you will need an instrument that can recalibrate quantum structures.
Dr. Weir should be able to make sense of that.
I hope for your sake he does. But such a device can be acquired only from one of our ships, which can be found at one of our docking stations near a Vengate. It would not be possible to replicate it with human technology.
Thank you. We won't forget your help.
Oh, that went a lot simpler than I expected. I kind of expected him to resist more and I'd have to beat him to get the information.
Nice work in there, Carter. I bet the director will want to tell you that himself.
Was he watching?
You even have to ask that question? He's waiting for you in Ops.
Yeah.
Sir,
Do you even have
demand
to
have
ask that
access to the
question?
outsider.
Calm yourself, Doctor. Irrationality will not help us identify enemy infiltrators.
Calm while you perform tests on men, like livestock.
These tests serve to protect them, and after all, they are all volunteers.
Maybe, but we're still not certain of what side effects.
Ah, William, welcome to our newly refitted laboratory. I'm certain that Dr. Weir would love to give you a tour of the facilities. Yeah, Herr Doctor?
Yes, of course. I'll just leave Heinrich to his tests.
Okay, take me on a tour. Let me read this. Top tier report, the outside commander, leaders of the outside forces. The commanders exhibit the same physique of other outsiders, but have significantly more complicated neural implants as well as much more advanced equipment. Personal shielding is common and many other tactical abilities may be available to these dangerous enemies. Agents are advised to take commanders at top priority in any engagement. Commanders do not exhibit the same poor living conditions of their subordinate grunts. Nutrition is plentiful, physical trauma is minimal, and many commanders carry personal effects into battle. These often appear to be devotional items, perhaps involved in religious ceremonies centered around their own origin. The precise details of this origin are still being examined by Dr. Weir, but it is believed to be the communication network utilized by the outside forces.
Down here is what we call the workshop. It's where we test the new equipment and applications. It's all quite experimental, so don't use anything here until it's been cleared for the field.
Well, that's unfortunate. I need bigger weapons. Another re-thing. Salvage report, sector pod. On a living alien species, the sector pod poses a new danger. Standing 20 foot tall, this armored fighting robot is equipped with heavy weapons atop multiple all-terrain legs that can be used as impromptu melee weapons. Sectopods are controlled by a living sectoid encased and sustained within the armor. These pilots are unable to leave the sectopod. In many cases, their containment tanks are welded shut and may actually be a carefully bred subspecies developed solely for this purpose. The pilot's loyalty would have to be unquestionable, and while they do not wear the slave collars of their brethren, they bear significant more intrusive influence.
Here we go. As you see, we have the automated turret deployed, but it cannot draw a line of sight on any targets. You can lift a target out from behind its cover to get a clear shot. But if you face many targets, it might be a better option to lift your turret instead. Go ahead and try. The engineers are especially proud of the gyroscopic stabilization that makes that possible. It'd be a shame not to put it to use in the field.
Is that all?
The boys in the lab just wanted to make sure you knew all your options in the field. Never know when it'll come in handy.
It's true. I'm gonna have to look up the controls. I don't remember what the combat controls are.
As you may have guessed from the glow, this is where we store Element 115, or Illyrium. Understanding it is vital to our ability to adapt and adopt outsider technology. So far, our results have been mixed, at best. But I'm sure you didn't come here just for a guided tour. I'll leave you to your duties, William. Carter, I only just heard the results from the interrogation.
He said something about a transdimensional something or other. Tell me it made sense to you.
It fits with what little we know about the Venn gates. In fact, it would make sense to use a transponder, a phase plotter as he called it.
Great. So you can just whip one of those up, and we can...
No. Just because I understand the theory doesn't mean I have any idea how to begin construction of the device itself. Much less what frequency it would have to be set to.
Damn. I knew it was too good to be true.
Yes. I'm afraid you're going to have to recover one, the hard way.
Okay.
The people we saw back there. The stuck ones, the ones who can't stop doing the same thing over and over. What's the skinny on them? Are they us? Or are they them?
To be honest, I haven't the foggiest. I can say it was horrifying to witness. My students, one by one, falling victim to the condition.
How does it operate? Why does it only take some people?
A mystery as yet, but one I aim to get to the bottom of. I did notice trends. More students than professors, more whites than blacks. Nothing I can yet identify as the source.
Your assistant mentioned something called Mosaic. Said you were the key to it. Seemed to have something to do with the measurements you were taking. Any idea what he meant by that?
I don't know much about it at all, other than it controls the Venn gates connecting our world, and it also seems to exert some degree of influence over the denizens of that world. As to why Lawrence regarded me as the key to it remains a mystery.
But what is it? Is it a thing or a person? What is it?
I wish I knew, Agent. Could be any number of things. A natural force, a psychological disorder. One thing is certain, however. It does seem to be accessible via physical technology.
Any idea where to find this phase plotter thing?
He said it would be located in a docking tower. We've seen the Outsiders building towers in the areas they've occupied.
And we've certainly seen that they have aircraft around those towers.
Sounds like you'll have to find an entrance to one of those towers and steal this phase plotter from one of their aircraft.
Oh, is that all? Fight a gunship on its home turf.
No one said it would be easy to save the world, William.
Before I go, tell me, why are you so valuable? Falk seems to think we can't win this thing without you.
I suppose he regards the work I've been doing with ARPA as essential. I've been tracking audio signals gathered via telemetry. I shopped my findings around the scientific community for months.
Anything concrete?
Only subtle results, but Myron, Director Falk, recognized their import. I thought it was merely a curious anomaly, but he felt it was a warning. Guess now we know who was right.
Possibly. Alright. I've listened to that audio log. Go back up here. Run. Won't let me run if I'm in a non-combat area. That's unfortunate. So I guess I go back to... I scared him
Where's
good.
Carter? He got the alien to talk, you know.
Huh? How'd he do that?
I'm afraid to
Right
ask.
here.
Attention all personnel. Outsider interference
Right here.
continues to scramble long-range communication efforts. Field teams report rumors of panic and rioting in major cities. End report.
Alright, what do we got over here?
Looks like you've had a rough time out there, Carter. Anything I can do to help?
Stop looking like an alien?
Tell me you got some answers, Crud.
I've got a lot of questions, a few theories, but no answers, Carter.
And here I was hoping you could shed some light on the enemy.
Not yet. The most interesting revelations are actually coming from Dr. Weir and his studies of Mosaic.
Well, there's a reason we flew out to collect them.
And a good thing you did, too.
What do we know about the sleepwalkers?
According to the doctors, they're in some sort of coma. Except they're walking around. And they've got no idea about the stuff around their eyes.
Figured out anything about what the Outsiders are planning?
This is no interplanetary raid by Vikings from Mars. They're building permanent structures. Whatever their reason for attacking, they intend to stay.
They're doing that with those seeds of theirs?
Right you are. And those things can grow, too. We've got reports of towers 10, 20 stories high.
And the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Sure, but only if we can find a way to knock them down.
How is our infiltrator doing?
He was screaming bloody murder at first, but then the doctors took something out of his head. Now he's calm as a pussycat.
I thought they only did that in asylums.
No, they removed some sort of device that was controlling him. Or maybe not controlling him, but sort of like a listening device.
If you get any insights, let us know.
Will do, Carter.
Alright, well I guess we go over here. Ooh, there's a reedy thing. Security screening operations Wednesday, blah blah blah. To all security agents today, security question for infiltrator screenings and suspicious response guidelines. What noise does a dog make? Interrogation has revealed that outsiders do not appear to have dogs in our world, and as such will not respond with the obvious woof or bark or even bow wow. Closest thing they have appears to be some sort of mechanically augmented personnel pack animal of similar shape and size. Be warned, at least one infiltrator in the field has been uncovered attempting to pass by using the sound of these creatures. Goff, goff. Remember, your vigilance means the safety of the base and the entire species. When in doubt, take your chances. Okay, so let's choose a mission, I suppose.
You can't attend every threat yourself, but in some cases, you can dispatch agents to assist. On these dispatch missions, they will earn valuable experience and may find new equipment or even other experienced agents. However, they won't be available in the field while dispatched, so select your squads wisely.
Excellent. Alright. Agent management. Yeah, I like the agent setup I've got. Shotgun, sniper, me. So what do we got? Gearing up. Agent dispatch mission. Complexity 5. Wow, that's ridiculous. Complexity 7. What do we got here? Receiving reports of earthquakes. No, we read that one before. Okay, so let's, do we have anybody we can send out here? Guardian pack reduces damage taken from attacks. Oh, I see. So it literally comes down to the number of agents. It'll be their rank. Okay. Do we have... excellent. Squad has access to new equipment. Can I recruit more... Yes, here we go. Recruit more agents. Support, engineer. Oh, why are they locked? Okay, well, we'll go with a commando. And we'll go with a Korean War veteran. That'll do. Yep. Yep. I don't like the blue. No. Let's go with the grey. There we go. Excellent. Yep. Cool. Recruit. Yep. Recruit another agent. Guess I have to get a scout. Spec Ops. Let's go with the, no, let's not go with the sniper. Technical training. Combat training. Well, they've all got sniper rifles. Alright. Randomize all. That'll do. Oh, nice green suit there, bud. Recruit. Yes. I'm guessing to be able to recruit more, I need to be higher level. Possibly. But, we've got enough agents we can send this one out now. It's funny, they can put like 5 missions out, 5 agents out on this mission, but I can't take more than 2 with me on mine. There you go, blokes. Have fun with that. And I'm going to go over here and recover an artifact. Apparently. So guys, we're going to leave it here for this episode. Like I said first, make sure to like and subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter today, RealityMark. And thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.